Hello everybody, this is Secondhand Dan. It's been a little too long since my last video, but let's go with another video. It's Saturday here in just east of Pittsburgh. Temperature outside on this October, what is it, 10th, is about 60 degrees, so it's finally starting to get into the little cool zone up here in the northern states. I've been thinking about Florida now for a couple of weeks. About 70 days I think I have to go until I head down to Florida, where I checked the temperature down there and they're about 15 degrees warmer right now. But we are in the penny pincher thrift shop, so I thought I'd show you what's going on here. If you haven't had the chance or gone ahead and checked me out, I'm on eBay as Auction Boss. And what I wanted to do is show you a couple of things that I've got either sold or I'm selling right now on eBay. So I have these, they're HO scale for your train layout. I actually pulled these out of the antique mall. They'd been up there for, maybe pushing a year. I said, nobody's taking them off my hands there. Let's lowball myself, and put them on eBay and see what happens. So I put them, the group of 4 for starting at a $10 bid. And I've seen people actually selling this bus for like $12 and $15 by itself. So, but at this point, I'm willing to take whatever I get because inventory, I got plenty of it. So, like I said, there's a $10 starting bid on it right now. I hope it does 2-3 times more than that. The next item I actually have listed on eBay is this hat here. And I had to put it up a second time because the first time it was on eBay, they kicked it off because I had listed it as a police state trooper hat. So I reposted it. Not this, you have to start all over. You can't repost the auction that ended. They kick it off and you can't even find it other than it just says this item has been kicked off. So, but I reposted it on a new auction and I listed it as a Boy Scout Marine hat. So, and it's pretty much like brand new condition. It's a Sutton. There's no chin strap with it, but I'm sure they can be found or bought a lot of places. But anyway, right now it's on eBay and it's got a $45 bid, and it's somebody started the bid on that, so cool beans, because I'm sure I only paid about $5 for the hat. And as far as the HO items, probably, and I'm sure I didn't pay more than $5-6 for the lot of them at somebody's yard sale. Here's a simple item here. It's a PVC, not tin. Howard Johnson's clam chowder, 39 cents. Boy, I would love to get a couple bowls at that price. I searched the internet, wide open internet, and then I, of course, narrowed my search down to eBay, and nobody else has this particular sign available. So I'm not sure, it may be some kind of repro, but anyway, I got a $10 start bid on it, so I'm sure I only paid $1 for that. But what's really got me up and going today with the vlog here is I got a radio that I sold on eBay. It's a silver tone, beautiful color. It's like a cranberry, and it's a working radio, AM, FM. So it's got well, it's been sold for like about $50, like $49 and some change. I think I started it at $45. I was hoping it was going to do even better. Well, you always hope you're going to do better, but I guess maybe it's not rare enough, or the people that are into such things are not around like they used to be. So I'll be packing this up. It's probably going to go, I would imagine, FedEx. Most of my things are going through the post office or FedEx. Every once in a while, a UPS happens. When you're on eBay and you check out the print your label, you can compare, and that's what I do, and I go with the cheapest. So I'm not even sure what this is going to cost, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be FedEx, and I probably allowed at least $15 for shipping. I'd have to look. Okay, it's actually the day after I started this video on the radio, so let's go ahead and get back on it and finish her up. It's obvious that Philips, that's an American company, but like I said, this is a German radio, and with that, whatever that says, Taifen, and over here we have Hohen. If we can read some of these smaller things here, we have Nuremberg, is that what that? Ireland, Strasbourg. Oh, I wish it picked up all of these, but right now we're gonna see why it's not picking up anything. When I plug it in, it's completely dead. So let's flip this thing around. All right, it's got a wood case, real wood. They didn't have particle board, the sawdust back then. So I'm seeing real wood there, and I'm seeing a lot more German, like Strasbourg. I guess technically my heritage, I don't know if I'm like a quarter and an eighth German, but that's not helping me much. Nerfure Wurststorm. What's that mean? Don't get electrocuted. These old radios, they were made for you to get inside, unlike the radios from like the 60s, mid 60s on up. There was really no reason to get inside. But this is a tube radio, and a lot of your appliances, TVs and radios, amplifiers, they made it fairly easy to get inside because they figured tubes are like light bulbs. They're going to burn out. So now I'm working without my lapel mic because I can't figure out where I set it down, but I know I set it down somewhere in my path, so eventually I will come across it again. But for now, I'm without that microphone, but we can still do this. All right, well, I was saying that these are made to come off fairly easy, and there's 2 screws here. 1, 2. Hey, look at that. Ooh, I've got the radio balancing on its corner. Don't trust it to stay there, though. Okay, this screw comes out. This screw comes out. And the back comes off. Little diagram inside. I think those are tube locations. Yeah. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. If we count there, we see 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it shows a transformer and a tube next to the transformer. That could be that one there. So I see a total of 5 tubes, which kind of jives with that. Now, because it doesn't work, there's absolutely nothing happening. We assume that maybe there's a fuse. So let's look for the fuse. Got this lever here. Oh, it's spinning the antenna. Well, turning it. It's not spinning it. It only goes but so far and stops. Tube, 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 tube. And there's a tube on its side. Oh, what do I see? The old-fashioned fuse right there. So let's take that out and see if it's good. I'm going to use this tool to get behind the fuse and pull it out. All right, make sure it's unplugged. It is. Come on, fusey. There it is. Now when I hold it up and look inside it, I can almost see nothing. So let's get a magnifying glass on it. Merry Christmas. I set this on top of here so it doesn't roll away. I've got a magnifying glass right here. Sometimes I have to take my glasses off to use this one. Don't have to, but it's just easier. The body of it looks a little bit corroded. I can see a small filament in it, about the size of a hair. And it kind of sort of looks corroded too. There's a number of some sort, 08A. A is probably for amps. And from my experience working with these kind of fuses, 08, that means 8 milliamp. Because there'd be no 0 if it was a full 8 amp fuse. So let's test the fuse and see if it's any good. Put my glasses back on. I need to get the proper diagnostic tool. But this cheap multimeter, I believe it was a Harbor Freight. I think I bought it on the road when my car was acting up. So we want to infinity and beyond. I think that's the 20,000 mark. I don't see just a straight up continuity symbol. All right, well, this happens when we touch these two together. Down to zeros. So I believe that's good for continuity. So if I place a lead on each side of this fuse, it should read out zeros. And nothing is happening. That means the fuse is bad. A little sucker is bad. Pretty sure I don't have a replacement for that. I've got a container of fuses. But they all look, to start, they're all too long. The one I have is like half the length of some of these. Drop one. Then I got these tiny, tiny fuses. They're the kind that go into your Christmas lighting and such things. So evidently I don't have a fuse for it. Let me pick up that one off the floor. Put them away. They might be the right fuse for the next project. So I'm going to have to buy a fuse. But I feel lucky. I feel like gambling a little bit. What if I just bypass the fuse for now and see what happens? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because It's not like I'm going to lose a fortune if the thing goes up in smoke. I don't know if I have 10 bucks in it, but it's been around the shop for a couple of years. So here I got some jumper leads. So if I clip one into each end of the fuse holder, that should be a bypass. I gotta watch though, I don't want it, there's a metal bracket, I can't say that if it touches the fuse holder and that metal bracket, that could possibly go poof. So, all right, it's touching nothing but the fuse bracket. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. All righty, the male goes into the female. Okay, so far so good. That does not click. It looks like it's expected to be a volume knob, but it's not clicking on or off. You assume this one is changed the radio frequency. Ah, it lit up. Right there, it's kind of a reddish light. We have a hum and a red light. Things are very red in the middle, but as you get towards the outside edges, not so much. Berlin, Budapest, Paris, Viagra. Where's the USA on here? All right, well, I've got a hum. Now I can see the needle in there. It's not very visible, but watch. See it right there over top of the ROM? It's for the Romulans. Paris. Nothing's happening though. It's still got a hum. All right, well, let's try a different button. I have it on LW. What's that, Luftwaffe? KW. Nothing on the KW. Okay, the NW. Ah, we have connected. So if that's NW, I guess we look over here, MK, would get hip hop. Okay, well, I don't see MW. But that is the only one that starts with an M, so I guess M all the way across. So let me see where my needle is at. I lost it. Oh, there it is. It's over at the 700. So it starts at 16, 15. Is that AM? Okay.
Well, are you praying? Or are you praying?
Well, that's not a lot of stations, but you can barely hear one down here at 550.
If every depositor of the bank that you're at would go in tomorrow and say, I want my money that I got deposited in this bank.
So it's good news that at least we got something to work with. Because I'd like to sell this on eBay. And you don't want to have to tell them, well, it's 100% dead or it's 50% dead, lights up and nothing comes out of it. But in this case, it lights up and at least it comes, one band seems to be working. Now with 5 tubes in the back, it might be possible that, you know, a lot of times the tubes are for amplifiers for the sound system, but they're also maybe important for the frequency. So maybe we're not receiving certain frequencies because we have a burned out tube. Let's go around back and see if they're all lit up. I'm going to turn the light switch off so it'll be easier to spot the glowing or lack of glowing. Tube number 1. Looks like I see a glow in there. Tube number 2, is it glowing? Yeah, I think so. I'm not 100% sure I'm not getting reflection. But I don't think that's what it is. Because tube number 3, you know, there's got to be some tubes working here, so with that, looks like miniature toaster elements. And then there's that one up on top here. That's definitely, they're all glowing. So, oh yeah, let's get a better perspective when I look down at an angle. So, those two look hot. That one looks hot, but I'm not so sure about this one. Let me go ahead and touch it. Well, it's more than room temperature. This one's slightly warmer than that. Okay, this is going to be any hotter than those? Yeah, none of them are terribly hot. They're not like burning me. Oh, that one's pretty hot though. So it's possible you can still have a bad tube, even though I see lighting inside them. Try to look at an upward angle. Do anybody remember the Radio Shack tube testers? I remember as a teenager going to Radio Shack occasionally with a tube or two. All right, well, let me turn the light back on. Oh, wait, there's some kind of paper in there. Maybe it's Hitler's last will and testament. No, looks like a schematic. Mercor 473, that's a specific radio here. Did I ask you earlier, do you remember when Ford imported a Mercor car? Well, a big hole in the middle of my schematic. Oh, looks like maybe it's stuck in there, the rest of it. Well, all right, well, looking at this diagram, I'm able to read them to some degree. There's the tube placements. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though this one is on its side over there, I think that's the 5th tube. Let's see if we can find the fuse on here. Oh, I found it. I believe that's the on-off switch. And right there it says 250 volt, 400 milliamp. But the fuse I took out of there says 08, so that would be 800 milliamp. So it's actually somebody replaced it with a fuse that was too big. So I'm going to have to go online and order some fuses, just so when I ship this thing out, hopefully, because if I get the fuse that it says there, that it doesn't pop right away. Hopefully that's not why somebody put the 800 milliamp in. Maybe it's just, hopefully it's because that's all they had, but I'm going to get some 400 milliamp fuses and put this item on eBay. So I know I've seen one on eBay, I think it said not working, and they were asking $100. So wish me well with that. And hey, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. All right, everybody, this is Secondhand Dan saying Sayonara, or what's German for goodbye? Arrivederci? No, well, 9. Goodbye.